Hey friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demos, swatches, comparisons, and this makeup look using the brand new McGRATH Divine Rose collection. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know all the details about this collection from McGRATH, then just keep on watching. And when I thought that I was completely done recording videos today, I opened my door and look what I found. Yes, this is it, the Divine Rose collection from McGRATH. Yeah, I know a lot of you, just like myself, we think, okay, this is kind of like the pillow talk from Charlotte Tilbury over and over again. But I know also that a lot of you, just like myself, we are intrigued about this collection. We want to see. I know there's a lot of repetition, but hey, you know, Valentine's Day is coming, and a lot of brands such as Natasha Denona, Tom Ford, they have brought some pink into our lives. So I'm all like, well, you know, why not? So this collection consists on bringing back this baby right here. This is the Divine Rose #2 in the limited edition packaging, and today it's going to be available at Sephora when you're watching this video. So all this collection, you will be able to again get it on Sephora. I will be leaving all the details and the links on the description box below of my makeup, everything that I'm using and whatnot. I went ahead and purchased all these products from McGRATH website. I purchased what it was new, which is the Divine Rose Luxe Quad Eternal Eden, and it comes in this beautiful packaging right here. And then I also picked up the Divine Rose Skin Fetish Ultra Glow Highlighter. These are here. I enjoy the packaging. It looks really nice. I also picked up the lipstick in Divine Rose. This one right here, I think this is a new shade because of what I went back and checked all the other collections. I know there has been a lot of re-promotes of the shades Christy, Softcore, and you know, a lot more. And I know Divine Rose comes on a lip gloss, but not on a lipstick. So I was like, okay, I will be missing this on my collection if I don't pick it up. So I went ahead and picked it up. And I also picked up one of the two new liquid matte lipsticks. Now, at the beginning of McGRATH cosmetics line history, she had some matte lipsticks. I never tried them, so she's bringing back this formula. I don't know if it's the same formula or not, because I'm not able to compare it. Like I said, I don't have the ones from, you know, back on the time, but I was really intrigued, and I'm like, okay, you know what, let me pick one. And actually, in fact, this product right here, I purchased it from Sephora. So they were able to launch early this product. I don't know if it was a whoopsie, but anyhow, I picked that up in the shade Divine Nude. And also I picked up, for me, my first eye pencil from McGRATH. I have a lot of lip liners from her, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try one of her eye pencils. This is in Black Coffee, and because it said coffee, I'm like, it may have some brown in it. We will see right now, and that makes me excited. Also, the collection came with two lip liners that I already have. We will swatch it in a minute, so you will be able to see the entire collection. Oh my goodness, I'm super excited. I think let's start first with the highlighter. The highlighter costs $48. It's made in Italy. It comes with 10 grams of product, and it does have a shelf life of 18 months. This is the Unicard. I think the Unicard is really nice. I really love the design, this crown right here that she has been using a lot when promoting. We've seen Naomi Campbell with that. So, ooh, I'm super excited. This is totally, honestly, first impressions. Just to let you know, the first ingredient on this baby right here is mica. It does have some dimethacones. And if you're wondering about the weight, I already said it's 10 grams. But if you want to know comparisons with the one that we saw on the holiday release, this one comes with 6.5 grams. So this comes with more. And here you go. Here it is in all its glory, pink, just like the collection suggested, you know, Divine Rose. Although roses comes in so many different shades. Okay, my friends, now let's open it up. It does have, you know, kind of like a pinky champagne tone. There's the sunlight right there, if you want to see it right there. But yeah, it does have a very subtle pinky tone. does have a little bit of champagne in it. It's not as pink as I was thinking it will be, which I'm happy about because that means that it could work on, you know, on a variety of skin tones. Let's go ahead and use my Refer 20 brush. This is a Beige Gelée formula. Oh, that's very pretty. You know, it's not leaving me a pink cast. It looks pretty, very, very pretty. On my skin tone, I do have a light to medium skin tone. I will be leaving my foundation matches on my description box too. I have a little bit more of like a warmer tone, and this one here is not showing up too warm. It's actually a little bit more, like I said, it has some champagne in it with a little bit of pink, but not a whole lot. That's wonderful. Okay, now let's move on into the eyeshadow quad called Eternal Eden. And here's a mini card, super pretty. Here is embossed McGrath logo on gold, and then all the details on the back. This quad has a shelf life of 12 months. It's made in USA with imported ingredients. And did I tell you the price is $58? Okay, and then I love, you know, that opening. Now, to be honest with you, the packaging is not as that experience that you get when you get a Mothership palette, which I'm okay with it. It's nothing big of a deal. It's not a cheap packaging either, so just to let you know. Okay, my friends, and then we receive the black case right here. I love the black case, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish she could have done this in this packaging right here. I would have loved to see that. Can you imagine? Anyhow, you know me, right? So let's just open it up here. It comes with a nice size mirror, and there are the shades. Pink Mystique, wow. Temptation, Earthly Delight, and Forbidden Fruit. Wow, Forbidden Fruit is stunning. Scott Barnes number 62 brush and the shade Temptation. Wow, that one is softly pressed, so be careful when you tap in. And I'm just gonna take this shade and put it above the crease. Sigma E27 brush and Earthly Delight. Also, this one is softly pressed. And I'm gonna take this shade and just deepen it out my outer V. Whatever is remaining, I'm taking it right on my crease. With BK Beauty 204 brush, I'm gonna go to the same shade and I'm gonna take it on my lower lash line. Smith 253 brush and Forbidden Fruit. And I'm taking this shade from the inner portion of my eyelid all the way to meet with the deeper shade. I'm gonna go with the same shade but apply it wet with some MAC Fix Plus. Refer 03 brush and the shade Pink Mystique. And I'm applying this on the inner corner and on my brow bone. And I'm going back to the same shade, but I'm gonna just grab it with my finger. I'm just gonna tap it a little bit on the middle of the eyelid to create that halo effect. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Now I'm gonna try the Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Black Coffee 200. Packaging, I mean, very cohesive with the entire collection, and this costs $28. Like I said, this is gonna be my first impression also on the formulation of an eye pencil from McGrath because I don't have any, and it also comes with a sharpener. Shelf life 36 months, and it's made in Germany, which is pretty common for eye pencils. That's a really nice deep coffee shade. Like really, really deep. I actually like the formulation quite a bit because I do have her liquid liner. It's very easy to use, but this right here in the crayon is creamy, but you're able to glide it on really easy, and it goes with full pigmentation. I do have hooded eyelids. I do have a lot of folds on my eyelids, and I don't find any trouble at using it. I'm also taking it on my lower lash line and on my waterline. Completely done with the eyeshadow look. I just applied some falsies, a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes, and that's it. Let's jump into the lip products. I think I want to try first the bullet lipstick. This is in the MatteTrance formula in Divine Rose. And here you go, the traditional packaging. This costs $38 and is made in Italy. It's a beautiful, but it seems like a pinky nude shade. Just swatch it right here. This always feels so creamy. Now I want to line my lips with the shade Suburbia. This is part also of the collection. It's a beautiful pink. It's not too cool tone, it's just a very like toned down pink. Now I want to try the matte liquid lipstick, and the shade that I picked up is Divine Nude. It's made in USA, it costs $30 and it has a shelf life of 12 months. It does come with a doe foot applicator that is a little bit slanted. Let me go ahead and swatch it right here. You know, this is a cool tone mauve. I actually like the shade. I like cool tones. Okay friends, now let's jump into comparisons. Let's start with the eyeshadow quad. I want to compare it with, I think, aside to other Pat McGrath products, to Insolent Rose. This is the new quad from Tom Ford, and also Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. Eternal Eden Mini Love Natasha Denona. And I know it's the light color story, but I don't think they are equal. Tom Ford Insolent Rose and Eternal Eden. Tom Ford Insolent Rose is a more muted, sophisticated kind of eyeshadow quad. I'm not saying that the other ones are not sophisticated, but Tom Ford Insolent Rose will give you a softer pink look. It's more muted. I mean, you can tell there's really nothing nothing alike to it. But let me just swatch it. You know, but this is a lot more deeper, very, very different. Let me just put the one from the Holiday right here. See, like this is a shimmery shade. Okay, and then as far as the hot pink shade is a lot more vibrant. And then this one right here is a lot more deeper than this one right here. My favorite one's Ritualistic Rose. I think these two will pair really well. Now, the Ritualistic Rose has all special shades. So that being said, let's just try these two right here. And then let me go to this shade right here from Eternal Eden. This is not a special shade, it's more like a metallic shade. It's the ones that we find actually in the Mothership palettes. So as you can tell, the special shades are the ones that are very intense, but let's just give it a swatch. Okay, this is Ritualistic Rose again, and then in the middle I'm gonna put Eternal Eden. And as you can tell, this shade right here from Eternal Eden is very different than this one right here. Now let's go into the Big Mothership number 2. I have a full-on review on this one right here, so if you want to see it. I also have a second video created with this palette right here where I created 5 different looks. Just swatch these. there's a little bit of similarity right there. And then let's go with Divine Rose number 1. Now these two shades are very different undertones. The one from the new quad is more pink and not as muted as the one here. Now let's swatch this one here. Again, Divine Rose number 1 is more muted. And last right here I have Rose Decadence. Perhaps this one right here and this one right here. Yeah, those two are close. Actually very close. The one from EDEN Rose still has a little bit more peach in it. Now let's jump into comparisons of the highlighter with none other than Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo. Just go ahead and swatch these here in the middle. The one from Natasha, the one from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I'm swatching this one too from Pat McGrath on my pinky. Definitely the one from the holidays. It's a little bit deeper. So this is Pat McGrath, Natasha, Charlotte Tilbury. Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury, and Pat McGrath Holiday. And as you can tell right here, the one from Pat McGrath, like I said, it does have some champagne in it, or at least that's how it's pulling on my skin tone. I have a little bit of a warmer undertone. So what about if we swatch this one? I need a nude from Natasha Denona. This is more champagne-y in tone. Let me just swatch it above. This is more champagne. You know what? Some people had asked me to compare it with this one, the Chanel Fleuve de Printemps. This is from their spring collection. I'm going with this one right here. No, I think even the one from Chanel has more pink in it. The one from Pat McGrath has a little bit more warmth to it. Yeah, definitely the one from Chanel has more pink in it. Now let's start the comparisons on the lipstick Divine Rose. And everybody's asking, what about the new Natasha Denona Amorosa? This is more nude. Now let's try Soft Core. More pink. I also have right here Christian Dior Pink Sakura. Close, but no, I think Divine Rose is deeper. Now I have some of Pat McGrath lipsticks, but in limited edition packaging. Don't worry, they are available in the regular black packaging. And here I have 1995. Femme Bought. That's deeper. And I have here Christy. And the last, Omi. Alright my friends, now into my final thoughts upon first impressions of using these new products from Pat McGrath. Let's just start with the highlighter. Total hit right here. 100%. Do you see the flip? You can see the champagne on that side, and then as you turn it, you see a little bit of pink, but it's tiny amount that it makes it very versatile. I truly love it. When I saw this packaging, I thought, blushes. No, she's not listening. Well, she's listening. She's preparing something for us. Maybe bronzers and blushes this year. That would be amazing. And maybe perhaps let go a little bit of Divine Rose thing. You know, although I would like it if she calls a Divine Rose blushes, it's fine, you know, as long as we can see something else, that would be great, you know, and maybe different tones, not only pink, but also, I don't know, another shades, you know, peach tones and whatnot. But anyhow, beautiful highlighter, extremely soft and of a different consistency than the one that we found on the holiday collection of 2020. Different consistency, but as a smooth, creamy. It doesn't emphasize texture, as you can tell right here. Give a beautiful luminosity. It's blinding, but not blinding in the sense of being offensive. It's something that you can build up however you want it, if you buff it. I mean, completely stunning. And like I said, this beautiful champagne undertone with the pink flip right there, I think it's just the right touch. The right touch to do not be, you know, either too deep or that it end up having these, sometimes certain highlighters, they tend to give kind of like a grayish cast. This is not the case. Beautiful formulation right here. Now, as far as the quad goes, I know we are seeing pink everywhere around, but I will say this is stunning. These have enough pigmentation. Even this shade right here, it doesn't seem like, but it's kind of like the Luria, that it does give that intensity, so you can actually, you know, deepen out your outer V or even do, you know, a halo eye look. I mean, it does have enough dimension. I used today all 4 shades just because, you know, I wanted to bring out the review and make sure I can give you, you know, my best feedback upon first impressions. But I mean, you can be, you know, as simple as using these 2 shades right here, or these 2 shades right here, or just these all over the lid will work just fantastically fine. This is, I like it that it's not as intense as we have found on other palettes before from Pat McGrath. So I think this is more user friendly, and then the formulation is gorgeous. I think these 2 formulas right here, this is the new formula that we had found on the other 2 quads from the holiday of 2020, that the matte is kind of like a satiny matte. It doesn't have any sheen to it, but it's just creamy. It does have so many emollients that it's just so easy to blend. And then I find that this satin shade gorgeous. I mean, like, you can apply it as soft as I did today, completely dry, wet it, and you will get even, you know, more intensity. And this shade right here, this is where the magic is at. This is something very, very special, extremely special. Absolutely in love. I mean, this shade, I mean, like, do you see the reflectiveness in it? It's just extraordinary. I mean, something that only Pat McGrath knows how to do. As far as the lip products goes, the lipstick, I mean, I love her MatteTrance formula because although it's matte, it still has that nourishing factor that just makes your lips very comfortable with, and is still maintaining that mattifying effect. And the shade is, I mean, stunning. Now, as far as the liquid lipstick, it may be just something of preference. I think it's of a really good formula. It's just as any matte liquid lipstick, it's a little bit drying. So yes, it's emphasizing a little bit, yeah, quite a bit, my fine lines. Nothing that makes me super happy about it. I love the shade though, this very cool tone nude, but I think it's just a little bit too drying for my likes. But if you are used to matte lipsticks, I'm sure you're used to this, you know, mattifying effect and that you're okay. But to me, I do have, I mean, just like everybody else, fine lines on my lips, and it's emphasizing them. So I just don't think it's for me. Yeah, no. And then as far as the eyeliner goes, what a beautiful formula. I mean, I do have hooded eyes. I have lost a little bit of that firmness on my eyelids from all these years. I mean, I'm already over 40 years old. Also have a lot of allergies and all that, you know, rubbing and rubbing. And, you know, the eye pencil glide on, super easy. That kind of reminds me to one of my favorite formulas I always have it handy. And if you are a subscriber of mine, you know how much I love the Marc Jacobs gel liners. They're called highliners because they are super creamy, super smooth, and this one is my favorite one. I always have it right here in front of me, always. Super easy to glide on and a lot of pigmentation. Okay, my friends, and I think this does it for this video. I would love to know from you, are you planning to pick up any of the products from this new Divine Rose collection part 3? Let me know in the comment section down below what are the products that you're most interested in and while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye!